Okay, stop playing music. How are you all doing, my friends? Let me just get back to the sim and put you to the sim. Now, in the sim, I'm just going to go to general options and turn my sound back up because I was just setting up the aircraft. I didn't want you hearing me setting up the old aircraft. So, yeah, essentially, this is a virtual airline. I do fly quite a few, well, I tried to fly a few flights for them. And I just mentioned it's in their chat, and I said, hey, can we pop along? And I thought, yeah, great. So, we do have, let me just unmute him in Discord. Hope he's ready for me. Steve with us. Yeah, I've just introduced you there, Steve. Would you like to say hello to the watching public?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
And yeah, just explaining that, I just asked in the chat the other day that would it be okay for me to live stream, and you mentioned, you know, you would like to come along, and I thought that was great. We also have, I can see Rosin behind me, and I think Susie's around too somewhere. I did see Susie when loading in. So I mentioned it in my Discord as well, so we might just get a few people in different types of aircraft.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pretty much set up my 146 whilst the stream was loading. Let me know, YouTube chat, please, as always, if everything is okay with the stream. It's showing excellent connection so far. If it goes a bit blurry, it's not me, it's my bloody internet. There's nothing I can do about it. What I'll do, I'll just get to Control 5 and load the route in. So 146 index next, and then route menu. And hopefully this should go in okay, not in database. It will do that sometimes. I'm going to have to restart that. So let's try that again. Index. I'll go to next. It's been doing that for the past couple of times for me for some reason. It must be something I need to update. Maybe there's an update that I've not seen for the 146. That could possibly be it. It does go in eventually.
Yeah, I've not had the privilege to fly that, unfortunately. I don't own it at the moment, but it is one I am looking to own because it does look a really good aircraft.
Oh, it's very authentic. I mean, I've never flown a 146, but it does feel great to fly. It's a bugger because there's no auto throttle, so you got to watch your throttle constantly.
Yeah, It's just a bit like the CRJ, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the same. I couldn't get to terms with that in FSX when I had it in FSX. It was just like, oh, you got to manage your throttle. It's so used to auto throttling it, doing it for you. It's a bit lazy, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. When you can't do it yourself, when you got to do it yourself, it's
It's a bit
really
of
tricky.
bit of a pain. So I'm just showing the people at home there. I'm just a quick trick if you have this on Xbox or PC. Just open your VFR map to make sure, because the 146 doesn't have routing available to show you. So you know, typically modern aircraft you'll have a GPS. So I'm treating the VFR map like a GPS. You can see the route's a bit iffy there. We need to input our SID, which I'll do now. So by the way, with this SID, let me just go to departure and arrival. It doesn't come up with the SID. I showed you the routing. I shared it on Discord as well, the routing, and the SID on the actual sim brief is Nella 7X. Doesn't seem to have it in the sim.
DoQ6T, that's the one I'm departing from.
I was going to say I'm going to go from Nella 8X, because that's the one that's showing in the 146.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same, actually. It's just worded differently in the 146.
Ah, bizarre.
So I shall execute that, and if we look at our VFR map again, everything hopefully, fingers crossed, should be, yeah, there you go. So we got a perfect route from Milan. Oh, by the way, chaps, sorry, live streamers, I've not shared that with you. We're in Milan at the moment, so North Italy. We'll be flying over the Alps, which I've done in real life. It's fantastic when you get a clear day. We'll be flying towards EGLL, London Heathrow, so we'll be passing through, or over London, in fact, on the way there. Past Hoddesdon International, ELGC. So, a couple of hours routes, it should be quite interesting. For the people... So, it's because I'm in... Let me just... Can you join 2 voice chats at the same time on Discord?
Unfortunately not, no.
Ah, okay, because... Yeah, I don't know, people were expecting me... I mean, typically I do these live streams and I don't join voice chat. So for people who are following with us at the moment, you're going to have your volume in YouTube turned up, and it's going to be a little bit delayed. Let me just check with SimBrief. So I'm just... Whenever I live stream, Steve, I always miss something.
Right,
so that's why I'm hesitant at the moment. I'm making sure. Yeah, the initial altitude is 32,000. I'm going up in 28,000 in the 146. It struggles badly at higher altitudes.
No problem at all.
Okay, so those following. Let's close that VFR map a second.
Right, I'm all set up pretty much. I'm ready for pushback now. So.
Okay, I mean, you can get on the runway if you want. I'll just set up the rest of the MCP here.
Yeah, GSX will take a little while to start pushback anyway. So.
Oh, you've got that, have you? Oh, I'm just using the default pushback.
Yeah, GSX.
What's it like?
Amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Once you get it working correctly how you want it to, you know, and you've got... Because it depends on what airport. If you've got the default airports, it works perfectly out of the bat. But if you then buy a payware scenery, some of the payware manufacturers are really good and they include a GSX profile with it, but some of them don't. Yeah. And then you're relying on either yourself to set it up, or people on other websites, they do it and upload it, and you can download it from there.
Okay.
Which is quite handy.
Ah. I'll have to look into it. I've not got any add-ons for the airports per se like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll look into that. For those at home, I'm just going to put the 146 into RNAV, so area navigation. I'm going to arm LNAV and vertical speed, and I'll put them on later. This bearing here, maybe I should explain this a little bit, because people do get confused with this. It's basically, when I turn this, so I'm going to tune this to 269, which will be roughly the bearing towards Heathrow Airport 27 left. You'll see this circle slowly turn. Let's turn it quick. Oh no, because I'm in RNAV. You won't see that turn. I've switched it to RNAV. But if I was in NAV, you'll see that circle turn. So basically, it's just lining up. When I come in for approach, all this will be lined up for me, basically. So the course deviation line will be either side, and the arrows will be pointing towards the airport with luck. So 269, And I know the ILS frequency, I might as well input that. It's 10950 for 27 left at Heathrow Airport. So I'll make that active for when we get there. Click on this card here, that will, in the 146, it just sets your sort of V1 and flats up speed. I'm just going to make doubly sure. It's always a thing with this aircraft to make doubly sure that I've got everything set. So I've got my autopilot assign altitude armed. Yep, everything's set, I believe. Oh, we'll find out. I'll just catch up with the chat there. All good, clear as a bell. Cheers, Blue Boy. Good evening, Sierra Alpha Mike. It's great to see you. Michael Birkill, didn't realise was live stream tonight. Yeah, I spring these on sometimes, Michael. I wasn't sure until I tested the internet, and then I saw the internet was okay, so I thought, let's go for it. Evening, Rossini. You're with us, aren't you? I saw, yep, you're behind there. So there we go. With that, I'll push back. I'm just going to use the default ATC here. I don't have the voices on. I'll just tune to ground services and request pushback. Is there a truck? There was a truck there the other day. The truck's disappeared on me. Isn't that difficult? Typical, rather. Request pushback. It should still push me back. Let me just get in. I can't see the truck, so I'm taking my parking brake off before it locks. So Steve, do you want to tell us a bit more while I'm pushing back about the VA? Because you're one of the are you one of the organisers or administrators, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm administrator. Yeah, basically community support. I'm in charge of, so all the social media, Discord, and things like that. I do all the events on a Wednesday. So yeah, I've been with the VA for nearly over 5 years now, and it's the only VA I've ever been with as well. So I've not ever gone anywhere else because Air We Go does everything I want it to do, basically, and there's you know maximum minimum fun, maximum fun, minimum rules, basically, and it's just fantastic. You know, the fleet that we've got is just caters for everyone. You know, whether you want to do long haul flights, freighter flights, cargo, short haul, stow aircraft into really short runways and things like that. It's got everything, basically. It's just a great place to be. A lot of good members. You know, it's really enjoyable.
Yeah, I've noticed that we've got a great group of members there. Very chatty and very helpful as well.
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of knowledge there as well. Yeah, you know, we get a lot of new pilots that have only just come into simming and they haven't got a clue. And you know, we see that quite frequently, and we always, you know, help out as much and as best as we can with them. You know, we're very patient with people like that. You know, we never shout, we never get angry, we never get annoyed with people. We just help them and get them into simming and make them enjoy themselves. It's all part of
that's fantastic, because like I mentioned in the video that I did on VA, I looked at one or two of them and I thought, oh no, the rules were severe.
Yeah,
you know, you must use the correct livery, for example, and you must, I mean, just as an example, or you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolute
not just
correct.
That, some people go with landing rates as well. You know, you've got to be under 200.
Oh, really?
Time, otherwise you'll. Oh. Yeah. There's certain VAs out there that have that rule as well, and there's other rules if you don't land directly in the centre of the runway, and there's all different things, you know, different rules and regulations with some VAs, some stricter than others, and it's just, no, I don't want all that, it's pressure enough as it is.
It is, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean, for some people, you know, you don't need extra added pressure when it's not necessary, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's really meant to be fun at the end of the day, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are some serious people out there that want to do it as realistic as possible and things like that. Fair play to them, you know, I've got nothing wrong with them, and I've got nothing wrong with VAs that want to have it that way, you know, that's how they want it. Fair enough, it's just not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just noticed I was taxiing, basically I didn't have a pushback tug near me, so I had to, 146 can turn on a sixpence, thankfully. But chaps, I'm taxiing to 17 right, isn't it, we're taking off from? Let me just... Yeah, 17 right.
Yeah.
So Rossin and Susie, I can see you both in the background there. If you want to come along this way, I'll just hold where I am for the moment. Actually, I'll just taxi towards the threshold, then you can see where you need to taxi to. Yeah, it's great. And I was asking the other day, you even allow Concorde flights, don't you? Which is brilliant.
We do, yeah. You've got a subdivision within Air We Go because historic flights. So any aircraft, I think we've put the date to now 1990, I think it is. It used to be 1980. But any aircraft that has done its first civilian flight before 1990, you can use as a historic plane. So Concorde obviously fits into that, you know.
Yeah.
DC-6, we'll go into that.
Lovely.
There's loads. DC-3, obviously.
That's another one I want to get, Steve, that one. DC-6, I've not got it.
DC-6, yeah. I've not got it, no. I know a couple of people that have, and they love it to bits. It's a complicated aircraft, but
that's fantastic.
Once you've got it and you learn it, it's really, really good.
Yeah. That's brilliant. So, chaps watching, yeah, if you, I mean, it's just for PC though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Unfortunately, our company, the software that we use only works on PC.
Yeah. And just in case, you don't mind me showing Compass, do you, Steve?
Not at all. Not at all.
Just in case, let's see if I've got it mapped. I do have it mapped. There's Compass. So it's running in the background. You can see it's saying taxiing to runway for me, and it will tell me when I'm in cruise. It will give me my progress in the flight, and then I can submit the PIREP at the end of the flight and get some wages, virtual wages, which is always nice.
And the hours as well, so you progress through your captainships.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the more hours you do, like once you've got 100 hours, you go up from first officer to, I can never remember the order. First officer to...
Senior, is that?
It's senior first officer, yes. You're correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm aiming for.
All the one up to training captain.
So, did you have to go through that as well, Steve? Did you have to work your way up?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed you've done hundreds of flights, haven't you?
Yeah, but there's people that have even done more than me, double me. Like, you look at Richard, he's done something like 1,900 hours, I think it is. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Well, I mean, mind you, I've done that in the sim, so I guess if I was part of a VA and flying a lot for them, I guess it would rack up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, easily. Yeah, definitely.
So just catch up with the chat again there. Hello, Angel. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. Rossin's in longitude, and so's Susie. Oh, it's Sam from Air We Go in the chat as well. So Sierra Mike, Alpha Mike is Sam.
Hello, Sam.
And let's just see. Using 35 left. Okay, if you want to, yeah, that's fine. And Sam's just saying, confirm what Steve says there. We go, is great. I've been in for a few previous virtual airlines. I was very apprehensive to join again, but I'm really glad he did. And no matter your level of experience, it's A1. It really is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
So are we all taking off from different... I see Angels here as well. Are you heading over here to where I am, Steve?
I'm 17 left, yeah.
Oh, you're 17 left?
Yeah.
Okay, we can conjoin in the air, I guess, can't we?
Yeah, definitely. I can't see you in sim, though. That's what's worrying me.
You can't see me?
Weird. No.
Shall we switch? I don't know if you have the... you can do it from your pause menu, but we could switch to Southeast Asia. It plays better generally. I can do it from flow
Is
here.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just switch that. Southeast Asia. So people watching, there'll be a bit of a delay, but they'll see... they'll hear eventually, hopefully. I can see you, Steve, so it's just... It's just that, well, I could see it, so the switched, but it's just the sim, isn't it? It's
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's very temperamental.
Yes.
It happens to us in the event sometimes where, someone can see someone else, but I can't see him, but he can see me, and it's like, yeah.
So there we go, I can see Rossin's switched No, I can see you now. Can you see me now, Steve? I'm at the other end.
Yeah, I can see you.
Great.
Yeah,
I
see
see
you. I can
Susie.
see Shy Susie.
Yeah, she's coming up.
Yep. Marfort, Rosen 213.
Yep.
I can see everyone now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Angel was around as well, so he might be back in a second. That's good.
Excellent.
Earn some custard creams. That's right, Mike. Right? Are you part of the VA as well? I did buy some hobnobs.
Yeah, we go hobnobs.
Right, so Russ is taking off from there. Both Susie and yourself, Steve. I can just wait here. There's no rush tonight. We can have a chat with the. There's Angel. There we go. I think Angel's with us. Angel, are you with us? Just confirming the YouTube chat there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to buy the hotel. You can buy. Is it apartments? You can buy, can't you?
Yeah, you can buy apartments. Yeah, with your virtual cash. Yeah, yeah.
It's
definitely.
funny.
Chauffeur services and yeah, it's great. That's my idea once upon a time because we didn't always have that. I think it's only a couple of years we've had that now, and it's just we was having a staff meeting once, and I just sort of mentioned in it. I said I've got an idea of like a virtual shop, and they said why do we need a virtual shop? I said well we've got virtual wages, but no one can do anything with them. There's nowhere where we can spend them. It'd be quite fun if we could have a virtual shop. You know?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
And they sort of put their, you could hear them all thinking. Like the cogs kicking, thinking, actually, that's a really good idea. So, yeah, we implemented that, and obviously the hobnobs were the first on the menu because that's a big, long-standing VA joke. The old hobnobs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's funny when I first joined and logged on. I looked at it. I didn't realise it was a virtual shop. Thinking, hang on, you can buy an apartment. I was just about to order myself a flight attendant's uniform or flight captain's uniform, and then I realised. No, it's great fun.
Definitely.
Actually, I can show people that just while we wait in a second, because that is good. Get to the. Can you remind me where it's under that?
It's under. Let me go in there myself. You go to main dashboard.
Yeah.
And then it's along the top. You've got edit profile, donate your Pyreps manual. It's under the executive store.
Ah, got it.
Between
Okay.
awards and contact us.
So let's just show people that if this behaves correctly now, I'm going to have to just adjust something in LBS, but that should be okay. Pilot shop. There we go. So there you go, chaps. So if you want some hobnobs, chocolates or plain, you can go and buy them with your virtual wages. You can see my virtual wages there, so I've just got over £100 at the moment, €100 at the moment, so I need to build that up. But you keep going down there. This is what I thought when I first saw it. I thought, great, I can get myself a uniform. Pilot glasses, like Tom Cruise glasses, aren't they? The shades there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, aviators. Yeah.
And if you keep going down there, you can buy a Lale there, a Costco there, and an apartment. So you can see how pricey these get. So that's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Really enjoyed that part of it. Yeah, the flight bag and the aviator's watch are a must-have too. Yep, Sam, I'll be getting them. Right, chaps, I think we're ready. Shall we roll on? Shall I lead out?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just about to get on to 17 left now.
Yeah, I can see you coming up there, so I'll just slowly roll on. Probably just do a rolling start here, because it's just check. Looks clear both sides. And you get some stunning views. Obviously, the administrators created these routes as well. You came up with these routes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we try to base them on real-world routes, but we're not 100% to them. You know, we do deviate from that. You know, just to cater for everything, and especially our bases. But most of them, yeah, they're real-world flights that we've found. You know, we do a lot of research and try to keep it as real as possible.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah.
So I'm just going to go full throttle here. And you'll hear some pilot call-outs. That's just my co-pilot.
Speed alarms both sides.
someone's coming straight towards me. Oh well.
V1, rotate.
And there we go. Come on, that's a positive rate of climb, surely.
Positive rate of climb.
That's good. Yeah, really wait for him to call out when to take the gear up, and flaps I don't bother with, but...
Yeah.
It's a nice touch with the 146 that you do get that pilot call outs even with G-lock and the glide slope lock and that type of thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
What I'll do, I'll activate autopilot and desync straight away because it always pitches me down, and then pitch for probably around 2,000 feet per minute climb and resync, reactivate the autopilot. So if you see my pirate, if you ever see it, Steve, and you see deactivating autopilot a lot, it's because I'm sinking in the 146.
No problem. Yeah, we don't even take notice of anyone.
Oh, that's
to be
good.
honest with you. As long as you've taken off from the airport you said you was and landed at the airport you said you was, and it's in the right aircraft, they're the only real things you'd foul on.
Okay. Oh, by the way,
Foul and pilot.
okay. By the way, people at home, that's the Air We Go 146 200 QT livery, isn't it? Beautiful. I really like that. Just check the routing page, check the legs page, make sure everything's correct. I should have checked that before, that I didn't have any discons, but don't typically get them in the 146. No, everything looks fine. So it's a bit of a route, this one, lots of twists and turns. But good fun.
Definitely. Right.
There's the Alps in front of me there. I'll just keep an eye on the speed in a second. I can see a couple of people up in the air. I can see yourself there, Steve.
Yep. Just turning out.
I think a few more people joined us because this was completely silent, quiet before this airport. Oh, that's good. So what are you flying tonight? Was it the A320, Steve?
Yeah, I'm in the Phoenix A320, yes.
Nice.
Beautiful aircraft.
Yeah.
Really, really good. They've just done the V2 update as well recently, a couple of weeks ago, so there's a lot, you know, changed a lot, made things better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, certainly done that, definitely.
Wow. What's the cruise speed in the aircraft?
It's about 330.
330, okay. It's about maximum 300 actual airspeed in the 146.
No problem.
But as I'm climbing, you'll see I'm going to struggle. Once I get past 15,000 feet, it really struggles, this aircraft.
Yeah. See Rose and an Angel in front of me.
No throttle, Angel? Oh dear. What happened there? You can see what other pilots have purchased, can you? I didn't know that. In the executive store.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sam's just mentioned that. Yeah.
That's on.
So there we go. Shy Susie up high there. Angel, Rosin, Steve. So this AWG is Steve, yeah, and Dirk. Great to see you, Dirk. It's an array of different aircraft there as well, isn't it? Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, Mike, you do sort of community flights yourself, don't you, on Air We Go?
We do, yeah, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We get to a few of us get together and we do virtual flights basically as an event, multiplayer. We have real great fun. You know, we all go in voice chat as well. And, you know, not just chat about flight, just chat about personal life, and other things, hobbies that we have.
Nice.
And we get people from all over the world join as well. You know, we've got a bloke that lives in Peru that always tries to join us. It's tricky for him because when we at 7 p.m. here, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon over in Peru. So he's obviously has to quickly sneak away from work.
Okay.
Because he wants to do the flights, which is brilliant. You know, it's really, really good. It's such a mixed culture of people, you know, across the world. It's just brilliant. You know, the conversations. Awesome as well, because you get to learn different things from different people. It's brilliant, really is.
Oh, fantastic. I'll aim to join. Typically midweek's busy because I do work, I do some, I do a job as well, so it's not always easy for me to join that, but I will try one day.
Yeah, I really do want to start doing the events at weekends. I've had a lot of people sort of ask me that Wednesday evening is not good for us, you know. We'd love to join the events, but we can't during the week. It's just not impossible during the week. So I am aiming to start doing it at weekends, but it's finding a date and time that's going to satisfy everyone. You know, unfortunately you can't satisfy everyone. That's how it is, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and sort of do a questionnaire or something when people are available to do an event at weekend and see what times and days, like, you know, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, midday or Saturday, Sunday, 8 o'clock at night, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever I get the most long, I'll most probably go for that. Do a few weekly events on that. So,
That'll
definitely be good.
That'll be good, yeah, definitely. So people at home, look, the Alps are below us, isn't that lovely? Nice clear day. This is live weather, so like I said, I flew over this. I have a friend in Verona. Not seen her for years, many years now, about 10 years, but I used to fly there a couple of times a year at one time, and always over the Alps.
Nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. This is
Beautiful.
very familiar to me. It's a very scenic route, this one, gotta say.
It is, it's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. So there you go, 15,000 feet, and you can see my speed, my airspeed. Well, this is my ground speed here, in fact, in the 146. Actual airspeed, so it's 250 knots. But the ground speed's going down, because it just starts to struggle at this altitude. So I'm going to have to lessen my rate of climb there, which I'll do in a moment. If that keeps going down, I'll just lessen the rate of climb. Got decent clearance over the Alps, which is good. But there's a huge mountain coming up. Great livery, yeah, it is Blue Boy, yeah, it definitely is. What you saw in your local, what, in real life, Blue Boy? Belfast City, making a few extra bucks. Oh yeah, I did fly, yeah, did it, that was a Twitch live stream, wasn't it, Belfast City, yeah. I did do that.
Have you flown to Dublin at all recently?
Sorry, say again, Mike, it was a bit noisy outside.
No problems. Have you flown to Dublin at all?
Dublin?
Recently, yeah.
Not recently, no.
No, a lot of people that keep complaining that they keep getting CTDs every time they try and fly into Dublin. I've not had it. Yeah, I just wondered if you'd had that at all.
No, I've got the Dublin Orbix pack installed. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, a lot of people where we go are saying every time they try and fly, they always get CTDs. So
No,
bizarre.
no. Well, I'll give it a try. So is that when doing flights for the virtual airline, people get crashed to their stops?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's only when they get, I think it's so far from them, they're pretty much near to land, you know, when they get the CTD. That's another good thing about Here We Go is our software. You know, if you do crash or something happens in flight, you can restart it from where you left off, basically, just reload into the sim. And Compass will give you a little prompt saying, do you want to continue your flight? Just click yes, and it'll just continue going.
Oh, really? Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So even if your computer crashes, you know, if your computer crashes halfway during flight, you can just restart the flight and continue from where you left off, basically.
Yeah, and I've
You just
noticed...
have to remember where you are in the sky, and then obviously in Microsoft Flight Sim, just try and get to near that as possible.
Yeah. I've noticed a few people have paused sometimes on the flight tracking, so you can pause your flight. That's okay.
You can, yeah.
Oh, that's
no
good.
problem with that. And I think flights with a duration of, I think it's 5 hours. I'll have to look that up, but I think 5 hours or more you can do up the sim rate. So say you're doing a long haul flight to America, and you don't want to sit there for 10 hours. You know, you can literally do it times 4. And speed the flight up within sim, and we'll still accept the pilot.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
It is very, yeah, very.
So there we go, still over the Alps. So are you going to make it there, Susie? You're 12,000 feet according to my... It's going to be very close.
What's the C700?
Yeah.
Is that CRJ?
It's the longitude.
Ah, the longitude, of course it is.
It's not one I'm familiar with personally, but...
No, I don't quite much, to be honest. So working title have done fantastic with all the GPS systems, haven't they, in sim. You know, I think the C700's got that in it. I think it's the G3000 in the C700, isn't it?
Oh, right,
I
okay.
believe. Yeah, fantastic what they've done.
Yes. Yeah, I've just bought the PMDG 737-600 version for a video I just made.
Nice. Yeah, we just added that to Where We Go. I think that
Oh,
was
have you? Brilliant.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We haven't got, I don't think the library's done for it yet. You can still fly it without the library at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, our painting department are pretty stacked at the moment with work.
Right.
So many aircraft to paint, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's impetus to learn it. I've never fancied a 737 before. I just didn't appeal to me. But I bought it for the Velocity 1 handle set. I just made a video on the Velocity 1 737 handles, and I thought, well,
nice.
I need to get a hold of a 737 to test it. So
Definitely. Yeah.
I bought it, so I'll learn it, I think.
It's a lot more challenging than an Airbus.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. An Airbus is quite, really, to be honest with you, really, once you learn the functionality of an Airbus and how it works, it's pretty, you know, you push a few buttons, tell it the computer what you want it to do, press autopilot, it does it. But with the Boeing, there's more complex systems in there, you know, it's not as straightforward as that, you know, which is a good thing as well, you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That you've got that big long argument that we've always had. Like, you know, you've got Airbus pilots and you've got Boeing. The two never meet in the middle, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
there's that. Yeah, we've always had that bit of fun in Here We Go. You know, had that bit of banter between Here We Go and Boeing pilots.
Yeah.
It's great. You know, it's really good fun.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the first proper aircraft I learnt to fly was Flight Simulator X Aerosoft Airbus.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was brilliant.
I've flown all the way back to 95, right on the FS2020. That's when I first started flying, all the way back then. So.
Oh no, I was on the Commodore 64. Flight Simulator 2 was my first one. But that was just a Cessna aircraft in that. I think that's the only choice you had.
Yeah. And FS2004, I think, was the next one.
Yeah.
Century of Flight, I think that was called, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. And then FSX, obviously, and then this 2020, and then we got 2024 next year. So.
Yeah. That should be as long as they stick to the sim and not a game.
Definitely, yeah.
We were having this discussion the other day. I can't see them, last night in fact, in my Discord, I can't see them diverting from the simming aspect of that.
Definitely not. No, definitely not. But I wish there was a way you could, in sim, separate that. You know, I wish there was sort of some multiplayer tabs where, like, if you're a serious pilot or if you just want to have fun and mess about. Because sometimes you do get the people that are having fun. I don't, you know, I've got nothing wrong with them having fun, but sometimes when you fly, you know, you're flying and you've got an F-18 just harassing you every 5 seconds, it can be annoying sometimes. I wish you could sort of turn that side off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Quantum Star. I'm not using the Holtas, I'm using the XPC yoke and multi-panel, radio panel, and all the gadgets. It works well with the. I don't know what are you using, Steve?
I've got the Satec yoke and throttle quadrant.
Nice, that's my.
Yeah, I've got the Satec multi-panel, the radio panel, and the switch panel.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's brilliant. That was my first yoke. The well, it was Logitech flight yoke system.
Yeah, it's my first yoke, and I've had it. I don't know how old this thing is now, but it's still going. It's done well. Yeah, I am thinking of getting the Thrustmaster TCA though.
Yeah.
That's just a really decent piece of kit. But I'm always thinking, well, you know, what I've got works well. Why do I need to replace it? You know, but then again, it's like be more realistic because the Airbus obviously uses a joystick rather than a yoke. So
yeah,
and I like the thing with the detents as well. You know, where you don't even have to look at the throttle in the TCA to find your detent you want to get into, whether it's climb, toga, or you know, flats. So with the one I've got, you know, I have to just look down in the aircraft to see if it's in the right slot because it doesn't actually click. So.
Right. Yeah. I think Wilson's using that Holtas. That's his Holtas. Yep.
Mm.
So I'm at cruise now. Hopefully it'll pick up in compass. It should pick up in a minute there. But I'm going to try and get up to 300 knots, but that's pretty much the maximum. As you can see here, our stats going to all the speed.
I'm catching you now, yeah.
Okay.
What's my ground? My ground speed is 433.
Oh, blimey, you're well above me.
It's 466, yeah.
Yeah, my ground speed is 350.
I'll be overtaking you very shortly.
Yeah.
I'm high as well. So I just got through 300.
Chaps flying with us, are you okay? I can see Susie ahead there, you're doing well. You managed to get over the mountains, which is great. Angel Rosen behind us, it's great.
Just ask Rosen a question in your chat if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Rosen just said that she's got the Airbus with the TCA quadrant. I was just wondering how easy was it to set up in sim? Does it work out of the box, or is there quite a lot of setup to go through for it, please?
Okay, Rosen, over to you, my friend. Have you got the live stream showing, Mike? You can probably
I have,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good, let's just keep that speed nice and steady. Yeah, 250, see it does struggle at this altitude, but 250 knots should be... I'll try and get that up a little bit. And we'll just take a look at the legs page. So Mollusk to Gilead. I'm actually on the routes from or Sud to Mullis at the moment. Well, as you can see, looking through the legs, there's quite a few of these short legs we've got to go through, but we'll get there in no time.
Yeah.
Probably when I hit Logan, I'm going to start to descend. I think that's the top of descent.
Let's have a look, see where my top of descent is. It is between Summon and Logan.
Right.
That's my top of descent.
Does it take a while for the Airbus to descend? I've not flown that for a while.
No, not at all. It's got a BNAV obviously, so it follows constraints down as well. So to get you down to the altitude, it needs to be at that certain point. It all calculates before you knows what speed you need to be.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, that's what I mean with Airbus. It's just literally you just tell it you want to get down into 3,000 feet, and it will get you down to that by the certain time you want it to be at that. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really clever.
See, I like that, but I do like the hands-on aspects of this, where you really have to
Oh,
watch your
definitely.
throttle, and you have to sync it and then
Definitely.
resync
yeah.
it.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I like the flying club as well in here we have now, because you can take the Cessna 172 out, the analog one,
Yeah.
and just use old school VORs, radio navigation.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
No I try to not use any GPS at all and just do a manual sort of VOR flight from A to B, and just use radio beacons to find my way. It's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you read what Ross has said there, Steve?
Using default, no issues.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rosalind.
Turning on to the next leg. Still over the Alps. That's a big range, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And you can see a bit of cloud coming in. Once we get towards probably France, it's going to be... I don't know where I am. It's not too bad at the moment. I'm on the south coast.
Yeah, it's patchy clouds for me at the moment. Yeah, it does look a bit thicker up ahead.
Yeah. I think everybody's going to pass me by in a second. So let me just put a little nav map on. I didn't start that. I can tell you where we are. I think we're over Luxembourg, are we? Come on. Oh, we're actually coming into France at the moment.
Yeah.
That's good. So we should cross over France into the Netherlands slightly, it looks like, and then towards London. So we're getting about 4 or 5 countries for the price of one.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Disco Dave, good to see you, my friend. Disco Dave's behind us there in the A318.
Right.
Is that a payware aircraft, the A318?
Isn't that Latin VFR? Did that?
I don't know.
It's Latin, I think it's Latin VFR that did the 318, and they've done a 319. And I
Okay.
believe they've done a 321 as well.
Nice.
But I know Phoenix are bringing out a 319 and an A21, hopefully by November, which is going to be payware, but it's going to be a package. You buy both for about £40,
Yeah.
which is really, really good for what you're getting from them, considering what the Phoenix is like. The quality and the flyability, you get the model, it's just fantastic.
That'll be good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 777. I had it back in the Flight Simulator X days. It cost me 80 quid back in the day.
Yeah, it's a fantastic aircraft, definitely. Really good.
It's like
Long haul.
I think it's like the largest engines in the world, aren't they? The 747s.
Right. Yep. Definitely. I'm looking forward to a decent 757 coming in as well. So
Oh, nice.
especially with the new scenery that's coming up, the payware scenery. It's just seeing people's streams of it. It's just a good level of detail. And do a few cargo flights out of that in the 757. Awesome.
Right. Rolson, you're way up high there, my friend. 44,000 feet. By the looks of things. I was trying to find him. He's up above me.
Have you got your oxygen on?
Blimey, yeah. There you go. We're more or less all together. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Boy, it's only for PC. There is some kind of virtual airline for Xbox. Susie, can you remind me what that is? I forgot of it. But it's not quite the same. It's just a software running in the background, isn't it, Steve? That Xbox can't use. Yeah.
That's right,
Yeah, £80, Angel, it was. Probably over £80 back in the day on Flight Sim, and that was 20 years ago, was it? No, not quite. It was over 10 years ago.
Yeah. It must be about 10, easy.
Yeah. Very complex aircraft. It was PMDG 777, but highly complex. Kept crashing every 5 minutes, but what can you do?
Yeah, I had the 747 for FSX, the Queen of the Skies. Oh, it's beautiful. So good. I always struggle with, even to this day, I struggle with the 747 on landing because you're so high up. You know, and I'm so used to flying the smaller airplanes. You know, but you're so much higher up on the flight deck. You know, when you touch down, I always touch down too hard because I think I'm higher than I actually am. But it always makes me chuckle. Look at me landing rates in that.
Yeah, it's the same with the Concorde. You're very high up in that as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Dark GT, good to see you, my friend. How's your weekend?
A couple of guys in there really were talking the other day about doing a shared cockpit flight in the Concorde, I think.
Yeah, it was Roberto mentioned it, didn't he?
Roberto, wasn't it? That's right, yeah. I'm good, you know, because you really do need three, don't you? Really, you know, to fly that even in sim.
Yeah, have you done share cockpit? I've never done it in the sim. Share cockpit.
I've done it in the A320 with Roberto a couple of times. And I've done it in the 747 with another one of our members. Yeah, it works really, really well. It's really good. Yeah, it really is. You know, so one of you obviously is your first officer, and you can sit in the first officer's seat. And then the other one's the captain, and then, you know, we'd literally, the captain, you know, whoever my captain was, he called out all the checklists. I just did all the buttons as I would if I was on my own, you know, but to his, saying check, and it's great fun. Really
wow. So how does that work? You're sharing someone's screen, basically?
No, you're both in the sim, both in your own individual sims, in the same aircraft at the same gate. And then all you do is you load up the software, your control software, and then you connect to a server, and then it'll give you a little key, and then that key the other person will put into his software. So one will be the master controller, and one will be like the code, you know, we'll log into that. So, and then basically once you're both logged in, you can see what everyone else is doing. Like, so if he moves the throttles, you can see the throttles moving your sim, vice versa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
It's really good.
Oh.
The only issue I have with it is if one of you's got a payware airport, one of you hasn't, and sometimes the elevation could be a bit different, so your plane will sort of be a little bit higher than his, and it'll be all mixed and muddled, so that's the only thing to watch out, I think, for.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that at London City Orbix version 2, people are floating if they don't have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Mike in the stream source is saying he's in the 747, 2 floors up, but I don't see you. Can you see Mike? What's your gamer tag, Mike? I don't see you there.
747. I don't see the 747. No.
No.
737. 800 over there. 773. You're catching me up again now.
Am I?
Yeah. A bit low.
Oh, because I'm over speeding. Luckily I went back into the cockpit. Thanks, Steve. That would have disconnected the autopilot. That's the only trouble with the 146. If you do overspeed or underspeed, it throws you out of autopilot and rocks your aircraft up and down, and it's horrible.
I thought you jettisoned some luggage passengers then.
I did throw some cargo out the window at the French. No. Oh, what nationality is Roberto? Hopefully I've not offended him there.
He's Peruvian.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
He's the one I was talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only problem with it. I mean, I was practicing landing at London City runway 9 before, and you know that it's got a very, very steep glide slope there.
Very steep. Yeah.
But if you slow down too much in the 146, you're meant to go about 120. There's no way you can do it. It just throws you, unless you do it manually, and that's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting approach, 09, for any aircraft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Oh, you're Tolks, Mike. Oh, Tolks. I still don't see you. Dark GT, we're going towards London City. So we started from Milan, flew over the Alps, and we're on our way. We're over France at the moment, passing into Netherlands slightly, then over to London.
Oh, I've got a right said Fred song in my head now.
Oh no.
Milan to Japan. Oh no. Sorry chat if you're all starting to sing it.
I think someone's streaming. Yeah, Angel's streaming in our Discord. That's good. Yeah, Tolks, I don't see you, my friend.
No, I don't see anyone now.
Oh, really? Oh,
everyone's gone on mine.
Ah, I can still see you. I can see your lights as well, so I am catching you.
Cool.
Susie's just below you there.
I'm still online.
Sorry for zooming around chats, I'm just trying to see people. Yeah, it's fine, Angel, yeah, don't worry about it, yeah. But hopefully people are watching the the live stream. It's fine. People often stream in the Discord when we're doing live streams anyway. Sorry, Mike, you're saying just... sorry, I misunderstood him. Just saying how the 747 is 2 floors up for the landing. Yeah, he wasn't saying he's 2 floors up.
Yeah.
I've got him now, okay.
Got you.
Yeah, Susie's always... Susie, I hope you don't mind me saying, but she joined the our group flights probably about 4 or 5 ago, and she's landing better than any of us. So I trust this is going to be the same tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of cloud cover coming in. Have you got that as well?
Yeah, I've still got fluffy, patchy cloud at the moment.
Yeah, the same, yep.
Getting thicker overhead by the looks of it. So look at the METAR for Heathrow. METAR.
It's not been the best summer here this year, has it?
No, definitely not. GLL, right. So wind is southwest 220 at 14 knots.
Okay.
Visibility 10 kilometres, temperature 21, dew point 14 degrees, altimeter 1017, sky clear. So yeah, good, clear landing.
That's
No
good.
issues, no problems.
That's what we like to hear.
Southwest wind, so it's coming that way. Yeah, so yeah, 27 left still looks good for a landing with the wind. A little bit of a crosswind, only 14 knots, so not
Okay.
too much. Not for our big aircraft anyway.
Shouldn't affect the airliners too much.
No, not at all.
So we've got a fair few more legs to go, but they're all pretty short legs. It's about 2-hour flight time, according to SimBrief, this flight.
I've got 407 nautical miles to go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get that. It doesn't calculate that in the 146, I don't believe.
No. Are you a Navigraph user?
No, I tried it a couple of times. I just didn't use it enough to justify.
Yeah, justify paying it. Yeah,
Pretty much a little nav map and ChartFox user.
yeah. I used to. Yeah, same as me used to. I've been using since I've got the Phoenix. I've been using it a lot more.
Right, yeah. No, it is fantastic. I mean, it's the best out there, isn't it? Generally.
Yeah, definitely by far. Yeah.
So I may go back to it one day. I've just... So I need to get back into SimBrief, not SimBrief, VATSIM as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I need to get back into that. I love it. I really do love it, and I'm confident with it as well. So
Oh, wow.
Every time I go on there's never hardly any controllers on. So
That's the
it's
problem,
just
isn't it?
annoying
Yeah.
sometimes. It is, yeah. I did start doing the events. They had the events every week. They had one event called Frankfurt Friday, which was awesome. Very, very busy. Just to put it into, Britain. I was doing a flight from Gatwick to Frankfurt, and I got all the way to Frankfurt, and basically the controller said, I'm going to have to put you in a hold, and you could be in a hold for some while.
Oh,
And it's like, not a problem. 45 minutes later, you can now come off the hold and start your approach. It's like, which was fine,
oh wow.
I didn't mind, but I was flying with a friend at the time, and he was flying with me as well, and he was running out of fuel. And they said, look, we can't get you in, there's just too many people, you're going to have to divert. So he literally diverted to another airport, which was really good for him as well to have that. It's very rare you do sort of have to divert to other airports, in sim. You don't normally do it because you don't really get those real life situations in sim, So, but when you do it on VATSIM and that, you are running out of fuel, it is like, right, okay.
Ah, that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you could have just refueled it in the air, cheating, using, but no, you wanted to keep it as real to life, so you diverted to another airport.
Ah, wow.
Which was awesome, which was really good.
Yeah.
That's what I like about taxing when it is busy, because it can get pretty hectic. And, yeah, it's good fun.
Well,
Real good fun.
I did a...
Especially-
Go on, Steve. Yeah.
It's not just that; it's just the languages and the different languages that people speak. They obviously all speak English, but if someone's more European than other, it's understanding what they say. Because a lot of the German controllers on there, they speak so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, really fast. It's like, slow down. I'm trying to write this down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You just can't write as fast as they're talking sometimes.
I know.
To get all the information.
I know exactly what you mean. I did a video of your first VATSIM flight. I did it a while ago. It's just a plain old Cessna aircraft. But they barked at me to get off the runway, because if you're flying GA, you need to clear the runway straight away. You don't need to go on a turning, which I didn't know. So here's me taxiing towards one of the turn-off. Can you clear the runway? Oh wow, you know, really barking at me to get off the runway. And then I ended up taxiing to the wrong place.
That would have been interesting if you did stay on the runway more longer, whether they did tell that plane to go around or not. You know, it'd be good for them, I suppose. You know, if that situation happened, because I don't think many people get go arounds very often.
Yeah.
Or simulate that, which is good. I do it occasionally. I just do a go around just because I want to do a go around, just to fly the procedure for the go around because it looks interesting.
Yes.
It's just good to do it sometimes, occasionally. You know, just. Especially if you fly into that airport quite regularly, you know, like me, I fly into Gatwick quite a lot, so I know all the missed approaches and all the go-around procedures pretty much off the top of my head, so it's really good to know that, so then you ain't looking at the charts thinking, oh, if I miss what, you know, knowing all the figures, the altitudes and speeds and what headings you've got to go to and things, so it's great to know it.
So Mike writes there saying, maybe get a pen with your wages. I might do that, Mike. For Vatsim. 310 miles on navmap. Okay, cheers, Angel. Yeah, you could do it by a little navmap, can't you? Of course. Yeah, you can just put, yeah. Forgot about that.
If you ever do want to get back into Vatsim, you know, let me know, and if you we'll do it together if you want.
Yeah, perfect, Mike. That'll make for a great. If you fancy making maybe a starter, it's going to be difficult on Vatsim, but if we can make it like a starter newbie video, that's good for my viewers. You know, brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Would you welcome other people?
Say that again. Sorry.
Would you be up for other people joining that?
Oh, definitely. The more the merrier. Yeah, definitely.
You best not say that. Okay, chaps, you heard him. there'll be 50 people descending on you.
Definitely. I've been trying to do it. You know, we get a lot of people in the VA, you know, asking about Vatsim. They want to do it, but they're scared to. You know, it is. You know, I remember the first time I ever did my first flight, I was shaking like a leaf because I didn't want to mess up. Things like that, you know, you didn't want anyone shouting at you because it is so realistic, you know, they stick to all the real world procedures as well, and some of them are actual controllers in real life as well, so
yeah.
you know, they don't just do it in real life, they like doing it as a hobby as well, so...
Can you imagine that? You log off work, come home, log on your computer and start doing the same bloody job for nothing?
I know, I don't think I would, but I don't know, saying that, dedicated to it, I suppose you would. It's like real world pilots, isn't it? A lot of real world pilots fly Microsoft flights.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, it's always shocking. I'm not a real world pilot, I'm just a simmer, but when people say in the chats I used to fly this aircraft on that aircraft, I think, well, don't look at me. But I do know the simming aspect because I've been doing it for a while, I guess.
Definitely.
Oh, brilliant, Steve. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I know of quite a few of us in Discord. I wanted to get back into it, and you know, and I'm not afraid. It's just a timing thing for me personally. I'll get back into it. But if we could do a sort of learner newbie style flight with it, that'd be great.
Yeah, I know a few of the controllers as well, so what I could do is I could set it up at, you know, try to get one of those controls that are in a busy airport as well, so that we could take our time doing it rather than rushing because there's lots of people there. You might be able to set it up where in Vatsim there's just one controller there and just a couple of us, you know, which would make it a lot easier for us and them as well, you know, so if we are doing tutorials.
Yeah.
You know, we won't be rushed through it. I wouldn't like to do a tutorial and be rushed through it because there's lots of people trying to get clearances and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be good if we could sort of arrange it where, yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, it is fascinating, isn't it? You know, you have to log your flight plan with them, you have to tell them your intentions, where you are, and then you have to request pushback, and it's fascinating, the whole realism of it.
Definitely, yeah, they need to know your aircraft type, what stand you're at, your call sign, obviously, things like that. And then when you ask for clearance, you get told clearance. You have to read it back exactly how they've said it, otherwise they'll say no.
Yeah.
That's not what I said, and they'll tell you it again, and then you have to repeat it back. And say, yeah, you don't get it right, they'll have a go at you again. It's like, but not in a nasty way, no, have a go at you in a nasty way, they sort of say no. Oh, and then, because in that's, they've also you've got the text messaging service. So if you do get it wrong a couple of times, they'll say, oh, I'll put it in the text chat for you.
Yes.
And then you can just confirm it on that, They never get annoyed with you. They
Yeah.
don't get angry at you or shout at you. I've not ever had that, so, which is good.
I think the problem when I did it, because I've got a confident voice, they probably thought, well, he's done this a few times, and I hadn't. So, I didn't make too many mistakes, thankfully, because it was only a Cessna flight, but in an airliner, you would really have to know your approaches, wouldn't you, and transponders and goodness knows what, and...
Not really your approaches, because that's the good thing about VATSIM as well, because most of the approaches on VATSIM you get vectored in anyway, so you don't even if you've got a SIM profile and it says you're meant to follow this star, standard approach.
Yeah.
By the time you get there, you most of all been vectored off that approach anyway, because they'll want you to come in their way to, so you're not impeding other aircraft.
Oh, okay.
It's slow. Yeah, definitely. So it's very rare you fly sitting stars in VATSIM, because they're following they try to keep them as best as they can, but if there's like 30 planes all wanting to take off and all want to use the same bit of airspace, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So they've got to sort of put you, although you may be on the Lambda 1 SID, they may think, well, actually we want you to go on this SID, so can you change? Which is fine, it's a quick 5-second change in the FS, and away you go.
Oh, wow. Sounds good. Well, people are saying in the chat, Mike's saying, yeah, definitely get the VATSIM thing going. Yep, we'll work on that.
Definitely.
Dark GT saying, totally an instructing topic for a beginner's video. Yeah, it'd be a great beginner's video, that. Somewhat. More like intermediates, isn't it, VATSIM? Yeah. And it would be lovely if Xbox users can get all that. That's where... I need to make a video on that when it's time to upgrade to a PC, basically, because you can't do that type of thing on Xbox or this effectively, and it's a big shame.
It is, yeah.
It must be highly frustrating and limiting at times. You want to join in those types of flights, but you can't. I've lost everybody. I don't have. Oh, I can see somebody beside me, but it's not. Not the group, as it were, I don't think.
I can see Angel, I can see Angel to my left, and I can see yourself, Rosa, behind. You've got an F-35 approaching yourself very quickly.
Okay. I've got 438 ground speed at the moment, but I'm right on the edge of where I should be, so I don't want to push that.
Yeah. I'm 436 ground speed.
So roughly the same.
Yeah. I've got Susie right below them as well.
Okay.
20,000 directly below. Just behind.
I'll keep it on the same server. You'll probably come back soon. It's just one of those things with flight sim. There's an airport below. Is that an airport? No, it's just a river, I think. So we're crossing into Luxembourg by the looks of things. Just looking at little nav map there, then over to the Netherlands. So we passed through pretty much the length of France there.
Yep.
It's incredible. When I did the Concorde flight, I flew from... where did I fly from, chaps? Somewhere like Portugal to Dubai. It was it was as far as London to New York, And the sun, I was catching up the sunset because I was going at Mach 2. It's incredible to see in this sim.
Sure.
So the sun was setting, but it couldn't set because I was catching it up.
Yeah. Amazing. And do you see the curvature of the Earth in sim as well?
I
Like you would
think
in
you
real
can.
life?
I think you can. I got to
Okay, right.
50,000 feet in it, and I thought I could.
Right. That's cool.
But you get the effect of no sound at the front. The sound's not caught up to the front of the aircraft, so you get that effect. And you go to the back and you get the boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun flying a Concorde. I mean, it's simplified compared to the other Concordes out there, but it's complex
right.
enough. Let's face it.
Definitely, yeah. It's just the fuel alone, having to manage that and change tanks during the flight all the time, keep transferring fuel and all that you've got to do, haven't you, I suppose?
I don't know if I did. I'm not sure if I've got it automated on mine. I never had to do that on that flight.
Right. It's good that you can automate it, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a switch on the engineers panel that allows it to do that. I think there might be.
Cool.
New V1 flight stick today. Great, Blue Boy. Fantastic. Enjoy it. Yeah, the V1 flight stick. I love the stiffness of that. One of my favourites. The XPC yoke and the flight stick are my go-to controllers at the moment, generally.
Right. Nice.
Kuz Vadam. Did I pronounce that correctly? That's the way it looks, Kuz. Installed just flights BAE 146 on Xbox S. Yeah, it works 100%. I've got it on the Xbox S myself. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's incredible that, Steve. It does work. All the systems and sim brief, it all works on the Series S and X.
That's good. And that's the great thing about a new aircraft that you're not familiar with as well, like the 146, especially the 146. It's learning all the systems, learning how to fly. It's not just getting in it, taking off, going here, going there. It's learning the in-depth systems, how they work and how to operate them, isn't it?
Is, yeah.
That's the enjoyment I get out of it as well. It's not just the enjoyment of flying, it's having to manage the flying, especially the throttle, as you say in the 146. It's not no auto throttle, so you've got to manage that all the time.
Yeah.
You can't sleep with it. You've got to always be monitoring the gauges and everything, haven't you?
You have. It's panic inducing at times, but it's good fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see Disco Dave ahead now, so people are starting to come back. Disco Dave in the Vision Jet. There. It's just to my left slightly.
Oh, I love that Vision Jet. It's a beautiful aircraft. Got that. It's a beautiful aircraft. I enjoy it.
I've not got it. I was watching Rosen last night do a live stream.
Superb aircraft.
Yeah.
And you can fly that in Air Window as well.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. So you can.
So you do integrate VATSIM into the VA as well, don't you? Or you can?
Not really. We try to encourage it. We try to encourage people to fly on VATSIM. As I say, there's that problem where people don't want to make that first hurdle because they're too apprehensive about it. Basically, it is a big step to take. Especially if you're new to flight sim. It's all the commands that you need to know, things like that. They're not easy to learn. You've got to do it a few times before it sits in your head. But with me, when I first started, I just literally, before I even talked to VATSIM, I wrote down everything what I had to say on a big sheet of paper. I had like 3-4 sheets of paper with all with the clearance. I'd written it down how I was going to say it on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And then when I wanted to push back, I wrote that down what I needed to say to VATSIM, and I asked to push back. And I wrote down every step, and it's literally on 3-4 pages.
Oh,
just
wow.
for the first, for the first sort of 6 months of being on there, just so, and once I'd done that, I've got it into my head. It's just, I was on auto-tune, I knew what to say, I was confident. It's always making sure you have got that complete piece of pen and paper as well for when they read back to you, because after they've cleared you, given you IFR clearance, they're going to give you lots of information that you need to repeat back to them.
Yeah.
My memory ain't very good, good at the best of times. So I always just write down your sport code, you know, the SID that they've given you. You know, you have to repeat all that back, the QNH, all that information. So it's really, really handy. You always have a piece of pen and paper in front of you, you know, and just write down what to say. So you're ready to repeat it back to them, basically.
Okay, that's a good way. Yeah, I didn't do it on mine. You see, I just tried to memorise it, and I did okay, thankfully.
Yeah, you did okay. That's better than what I did.
Yeah, but again, I was only in a Cessna, I think, so it wasn't overly difficult.
Yeah, VFR is a lot different to IFR in that sim.
Yes.
Pretty much, you just need to get transition clearance, don't you, and things like that, basically.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
leave you alone, as long as you fly below 2,500 feet in some area and it's through Class D, then they pretty much leave you alone.
Yeah, I think what I did, I just did a couple of circuits, and it was good practice for them as well, so they had to clear the space around the circuits I was doing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they definitely cater for that, though. Yeah, a lot of them don't like you being in a GA on that sim, but that's part of it, you know, they can't deny it. Because,
Yeah.
You know, you get helicopters on there. I've had a few helicopters, you know, when I'm on land, and there's a helicopter taking off, and it will be coming west of you at the end of the runway. Just keep an eye on it. It's like, yeah, no problems.
Yes. Yeah, like you're saying, it's all part of it, isn't it?
Exactly. It's what you get in real world. They try to make it as real world as possible. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just off on a holiday next week. Well done, Blue Boy. Enjoy. Plenty of time to set it up. Sure feels good. Are you off on a holiday, or are you just on a holiday and staying at home? Sounds good, though. So there's a few people. I wonder if these guys are with us, because we're all heading in the same general direction. I don't recognise a few of the names, but it doesn't matter.
There's someone in a hot air balloon to my left.
Oh, is there?
Only at 229 feet, but yeah. Can't see anyone else. They all disappeared on me again.
Right.
We've got beautiful clear sky again. Oh, there's the Vision Jet, Disco Dave.
Yeah, see Disco Dave.
Oh, there's Angel's just reappeared. Everyone else has reappeared now. Excellent.
That's good. So, where are you in comparison to Disco Dave there?
Disco Dave is 6,600 feet to my left.
Your
Literally,
left.
not far from him, but he's quite away to my left.
Okay, I'm sure your names will reappear soon. I can just only see Disco Dave in the group at the moment. If you see any names showing.
Yeah, I'm just to the right of you on your screen. I'll be directly in front of you when I popped up.
Okay.
Because I'm directly in line with Papa, who's in front of you as well.
Oh, claws, that's not good to hear. As Mike was saying now, what help do you need? And I hope people at home are enjoying the weekend so far. It's been a lovely day where I am. I went out for a long walk before, which was good, before the flight. I needed that. I went to the shops.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, if you've just joined, basically I'm doing a flight. I can show you on the screen. A flight for the virtual airline. Actually, let me just show you the virtual airline page. Flight tracking. With Steve, who's an admin from the virtual airline. So he's kindly kindly agreed to join us in this stream. We're just flying from Milan over to London, and we're probably over halfway now, so I don't know, 30-40 minutes to go, more than likely.
Yeah, 241 miles I've got, my FMS is telling me.
Okay. So that's the virtual airline page I'm showing you. These are the people who are flying in the virtual airline. Not everybody's flying with us, but people are flying in different parts of the world on the virtual airline. And it's just basically for me to maintain my flights for the virtual airline, which I like to do.
Just to explain that XXX that Dan Cato's doing on there.
Yeah.
He's got XXX to XXX. That's the flying club flight. So the flying club flight always has an XXX to XXX on it. That one here, from the top. And basically that's the flying club. So what you do with Encompass there is that it's left blank. So you fill in where you want to go from to where you want to go to. And there's no limits. You can fly it. As long as the aircraft can fly it, you can fly it. So if you want to do just a little hop from South London Sea to Northfield Aerodrome, do it. And you'll get your hours as well in the sim. As long as the aircraft meets the rules and regulations of the flying club, I think it's got to be under 3,000 kilograms in weight. That's pretty much it. Yeah, you can fly it basically.
Fantastic. Well, that's good to. By the way, just zooming into the map here, this is me and Steve. This is where we are. So that's me. Steve, I can just zoom in a bit more. There's Steve. So you can see yourself on the map as well. It tracks you. So as you can see, it's showing us over Belgium there at the moment. Which is about right.
Yeah.
Just click on this chap here. Lee here is flying from EGSS to EHAM. Is that Amsterdam?
Yeah, Stansted to Amsterdam, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
And you can see on there as well all the divisions that people are flying through. It tells you there. So you're doing an Air Week cargo flight.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a standard Air Week flight. It's flying club there. You've got Norge, which is the Norway sector. Which is, man, if you've never flown in Norway, do it. It is just beautiful up that way in Sim. It really is a beautiful part of the world to fly in.
Oh wow. Yeah,
and then we've got the Oceania as well, which is Australia, New Zealand, all around there. There's so many little islands dotted around, including Hawaii comes under it as well. Believe it or not. So Fuji, and yeah, we're going to set up some routes going to and from all that soon as well, which will be cool.
Fantastic.
Stolen regional aircraft.
Mike's just saying that VA sounds well cool. Seems fab. You're saying that?
Oh, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
I'll tell you what, chaps. Just for the sake of the stream, I'm only seeing Disco Dave, and he's the only person I've seen apart from these other guys who I don't know. Can we try another switch of service? Would you mind?
Yeah. No problem.
Just for the sake of the. Let's try West Europe.
West Europe. No problem.
So, West Europe, everybody, please. See if that does anything. See, I'm still, even though I switched service, Disco Dave stayed on my screen. It's a bit. It can be a bit iffy, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's temporary. Oh, here we go. I've got loads of new people as well. I've got some forwarded switch. I've got no one that I recognise yet.
Yeah, it's not made any difference for me, but.
No, mate.
Oh well, it was worth a try.
Definitely.
Klaus, if you want to know more about the virtual airline, are you on PC? Good evening, Richie. How you doing, my friend? Richie, are you from the VA as well, by chance? I recognise that name.
Richie is, yeah. Richie is.
Ah.
Evening, Richie. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, I recognised it from the Discord, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got you all back. No, hang on, I've got a lot of people below me. It's not... well, it's something, I guess. There's an airport directly below me, it looks like.
Yeah, there is me as well, yeah.
Oh, I can see Susie again, that's great. Yeah, you are coming back now slowly, that's good. Names are reappearing. Look at that purview. Visibility is fantastic, isn't it?
It is. Glorious.
Yeah, I can see you now, Steve, that's good.
Excellent.
See if I can see Rosen. Oh no, I've got a good number of you back. Yeah, I can see Rosen behind me. Unfortunately, Disco Dave, you've disappeared now. There we go. So how are we doing on our legs? Nice extra bonus stream for you tonight, folks. Just an ad hoc stream. Wasn't an ad hoc stream. I arranged it, but I didn't want to say it on YouTube or let you know about it because I wasn't sure about my internet. But it seems to be okay. Legs, probably got about 5 or 6 legs to go, so we're getting pretty close now.
I've got about 90 miles to go to my TOD, top of descent.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be about the same, I think.
Start setting up for the descent.
It's easy. Oh, actually, yeah, I better do the same. I was going to say it's easy for me. I'll just change the autopilot altitude and sink. And pull the throttle back. I'm going to go down to 3.
It's pretty much all I have to do in the Airbus, to be honest with you. I just put down the altitude I want to go down to, and then when I reach top of the descent, just push up on the altitude. Away it goes.
Ah, right.
That's it all for you.
Yeah.
Manages your descent and your speed as well for you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound much of a challenge, Steve.
No, it's not. It's not, to be honest with you.
No,
it's lazy flying, but still enjoyable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it still has some complex systems, the Airbus, doesn't it?
Yeah,
well.
the setting up, you've got to make sure if you don't get the setting up right, do it right, then it won't work. The VNAV won't reach the constraints and the altitudes and the speeds that you want it to, and things like that. So yeah, you've got to take care in the setting up. Especially on the FMS, if you get a discontinuity, discontinuity.
Yeah.
If you get one of those and you don't clear it out, then the airplane will get to the waypoint before it and think, well, what do you want me to do now? It's like, there's a gap. I don't know what you want me to do, and that's when you start having problems.
Right.
If you check and recheck everything before you set off, then it should go all smoothly.
Nice. Dark GT, are you still around? Can you link my virtual airline video for Klaus? Klaus is interested in joining by the sounds of it, Steve. Klaus is in chat at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody can link, or maybe one of you chaps, Richie, if you're there, can you link your website for Klaus maybe? Go and watch the video, Klaus, because I'll talk you through how to join up, I think, on that.
There you go.
Great.
There you go, Klaus. I'll just put it in the chat now. Just click on that. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Heading to Luxembourg. Hope you're all having a good flight. Oh, you're heading to Luxembourg. Okay, Dave's going a different direction.
Nice. Right.
Blue Boy, you're finding Flow a great help. It is a great help. I mean, switching servers there, I can do it all in the sim. Do you have Flow, Steve?
Flow Pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Very useful, isn't it?
It is. It's really good, yeah. Also, GSX works on it really, really well as well.
Oh, nice.
And now there's chat as well you can get in it as well.
Oh, okay. I've not tried that.
Well,
so is that...
Not in Flow. Chat is a separate program that you can add it to, obviously, your Flow toolbar.
Oh, I
it's
see.
really, really good. It's not very popular at the moment. There's not many people using it, but it will become popular. He's still developing it. I'm speaking to the developer quite a lot on his website, on his Discord. Testing things for him. Yeah, it's really, really good.
So what local time do we have here at the moment? About 4 o'clock, I think. I didn't realise. Local time in the sim, but that's okay. 20 to 4.
18:36, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, flow, I mean, I constantly use that, not just for changing servers, but switching weathers if I need to as well. Various things. You know, I've got a couple of the widgets bug up and puts your heading bug up automatically.
You've got the landing rate widget, I don't know about that one, which is really handy.
I've got the landing rate widget, yeah, I've got it turned on.
It's
Yeah,
good. It's good to have.
and the 25% fuel is very handy. It's cheating, but handy.
I've never had to use that before.
Oh no, I'm sure.
Yet. But it is good to have it. It is good to have it there in case. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, I often find on live streams, we do live streams where we're flying for a few hours and I'm in a poor old Cessna 182 or something and have no choice.
Yeah.
Right. We're cracking on. So we're just flying over the channel momentarily.
I'm just about to get to the channel now, yeah. Just about crossing onto it now. Oh, the ship's down there. Beautiful.
Oh, you got the vessels pack installed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have, yeah. It's just so good.
Yeah, I must do them. I like the birds add-on you get, you know, kind of a nature
that's
add-on.
good. Yeah, that's it, yeah. If you want to try it, if you haven't got any of that, the ships in it, Orbits are offering at the moment, their core library is free, and they've got Channel Islands one going for free at the moment as well.
Okay.
Which you can try. It's totally free. You know, you just download their software, click on it, click buy now, it'd be $0, and you can try it out, see if you like it, and then buy all their other sort of the worldwide package if you want. You know,
I'll give that a try.
good.
Yeah.
Just adds another bit of immersion into the sim. You know. Especially flying low, you know, when you're high up in the jet, you don't really tend to see it very well. But when you're sort of coming in on an approach over the ocean or even rivers, you know, you see a few pleasure craft here and there. Yeah, and they've got weights and everything that you have, you know, in the sim you have to set. I think you have to set the wind speed at that level at 3 degrees, I think it is, or something like 3%, I think.
Okay.
And then you get effective, you know, the weights that are actually work and look proper. So yeah, few little things you have to tweak here and there just to get it looking perfectly, but it's well worth it.
Good. Yeah. No, I shall give that a try and try it out.
Definitely.
Chaps, we're going to be heading towards Heathrow Airport soon. Just to remind you, the ILS frequency is 109.50 and localizer heading is 269 if you're using that. It's nice to do these longer flights, isn't it? And you feel like you've travelled from one place to the other.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's good. Temperature, just 220, just entering the approach.
What's the Q and H? I'm lazy.
Q and H is 1017.
Okay, thank you.
No props.
Otherwise, I've put that in here.
I need to set me barrow. Barrow's 50. Goes there.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I often miss those things out. I have to look up how to do it again in the 146 I forgot. But never mind. I'll remind myself later. Yeah, I keep switching between this and the Concorde, and they're both complex, so you have to constantly refresh your memory.
Yeah, I can imagine. Sure. That would fry my brain, that would.
Yeah. Soon to be, I definitely want the...
aircraft one after the other. Oh, man.
Definitely want the DC-6 as well.
Oh yeah, DC-6. It's crazy. So good.
Yeah.
That's another good thing about the airline event. Sometimes we fly, some people fly those aircrafts, and there's lots of people in there that are experienced with it and know how to fly it, with their eyes closed. And so if there is someone that's just purchased it and hasn't got a clue, we do little tutorials on there, of how to fly the aircraft and set it up and things like that. And they'll go step by step with them.
Oh, nice.
It's not just that, it's like the systems as well, like the G1000 and the C17 and the Cessna 172. One of the staff members, Nigel, he's very good. He's a real life pilot as well. Only GA, but he knows his stuff. And he literally did a few tutorials on the G1000, how to set it up, how to do various approaches in it, all the different approaches that you can do. Things like that. It's just fantastic, learning that, and then it makes the sim step up another level. Once you know it, you're confident you can just keep flying that way. It makes it even more enjoyable. It's an achievement as well. You've learned something. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, do you normally start up your aircraft when you go into a flight?
Oh yeah, always cold and dark.
Oh, okay.
Always cold and dark. Yeah.
I do it now and again, but typically just for timing, I'll just press ready for takeoff on the tablet.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that, people at home, but I do, I'm afraid.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. I mean, you still need to set up, the different, the MCDU and goodness knows what.
Yeah. But now they've got that option in the Phoenix as well. If anyone's thinking of getting the Phoenix, and they're not sure how to start it up from cold and dark, you've got the option in the tablet on that to have it ready for takeoff or ready for taxiing, basically. So it's good little feature to have.
Yeah.
So, if you don't want to, there may be people out there that just want to fly and they don't want to know about all the systems and how to set up. They just want to get in the aircraft, take off, and away they go. People might be limited in time. It can take me up to 45 minutes, just to get ready for takeoff.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through all the systems, individually getting it all done, how you would in a real aircraft in real life. So there's a lot of people that have just got home from work. They just want to fly an A320 for an hour's flight, but they don't want to add all that additional time.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm off that party really. I do sometimes, before Flight Simulator 2020 came out, I've still got DCS, but I learnt by heart how to start up the A10C Warthog, and that's got a lot of controls to it, and I loved it. I could do it off by heart,
Definitely, yeah, it's fantastic.
It took me a while. It takes a while. I mean, I went through it 4 to 5 times before I knew it. But once you learn it, you can do it. You can just do it from memory, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Looks like Susie's going to get there before the rest of us. Maybe. Still got Disco Dave, but he's off to Luxembourg. Rich is saying... Oh no, you're just ahead there, Steve, aren't you? Richie was saying in the chat there, you could probably read that, but he's off for a night shift. He's in work, rather, yeah. Thanks for joining, Richie.
Yeah, thanks, Richie. Speak to you soon, hopefully. Be able to catch up with some of the events.
Yeah, Mike, the MCDU, it takes a while to get your head around it. Yeah, definitely. Some are easier than others.
Yeah, definitely. It's good if they incorporate the sim brief. You can load it in from sim brief, but even then doing that, there's still a few. It doesn't do the SIDS and the stars, so if you're not familiar how to do that programming, you've got to obviously do all that as well just to make the flight plan complete. But you know, it's not easy, but once you learn, there's plenty of tutorial videos out there. And I'm sure you've done a few yourself.
Yes.
So setting up things.
Yeah, it's very easy to look up nowadays, isn't it? Back in the day, you couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, not at all. No, definitely not.
I think with the Airbus, I just followed their tutorials. It had like a written tutorial PFD manual, and just learnt it from that, basically.
Yeah. They're pretty detailed and correct as well, so never misses a step.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And the 777 had a massive manual, which I had to work through.
Yeah, as you know, in real life, us blokes don't like manuals. We don't do manuals.
No.
It's a known fact, isn't it?
It is. Not if you can help it, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, Klaus. Yeah, just watch the video that Steve just linked there. That'll get you started, and the video I've got on the channel as well. It's pretty straightforward though, isn't it, Steve, to join?
Oh, yeah.
Rocket science.
Very straightforward, yeah. Yeah, and then you'll get an email that says you've registered, and then our HR manager, Pete, will look through it and accept you, and then you just need to go in. Away you go, basically.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Well, I'm going to start descending, so sink and push down on the yoke. Very simple in this aircraft. And resync, and off we go. Just watch some speed now.
Does that middle pad work on it? That one that's blank, does that do anything?
Sorry, say again, Steve?
Between your two FMSs? Between your flight computers down that you was on a minute ago, you've got a black screen in the middle.
Still not with you, I'm afraid.
Between your yokes in the centre column,
Oh, yes.
down, if you go down,
Yeah?
it's that there's a black screen, you've got your flight computers either, your left and right.
Oh, this screen here, where, sorry, it's going to be a bit delayed on the screen. This
Yeah, it'd be
screen,
delayed on the stream, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I'm just circling it with the mouse.
No. Oh, you might not have caught up with me yet. Yeah.
That screen?
No. Down.
Yeah?
You've got to go right.
Oh,
down.
that, I
This thing.
believe it's meant to be for the Rever Wadley. Sorry, yes, it does.
No, not that.
Oh.
Not that, no. Below that, you've got a panel that's lit up, and then...
Hang on, it's probably still delayed.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
It's
thinking you...
directly below that to the left. That's it, your mouse is there. That's it, that panel where your mouse is there.
Right, okay, I'm still delayed. So the blank screen, basically, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
exactly.
weather radar. I'm not sure if it's implemented yet. I've not
Oh,
messed
right.
around with it.
Got you.
I'll give it a try. I just hope I don't crash the system doing it. No, it wasn't implemented. Okay. We've got live. Hang on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to come. Mind you, it's clear skies at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, terrain display, yeah. They most probably... Oh, there you go. It's just come up now for me in the stream, yeah.
Yep. But I think
That's
because
your
of the
range,
current
yeah, that's-
the current weather, we're not going to get much cloud coverage on it.
No. It might be ground terrain as well, it might incorporate, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Hmm.
There is another panel, if you're interested in buying the 146, there is another panel which does help with your indicated airspeed and goodness knows what's the FMS?
Oh, yeah.
No, the TMS, Thrust
TMS.
Management System, I believe it is.
Right.
And this
Right.
will, I mean, looking at videos, pilots actually use sync, I believe, to sync the aircraft and speed and goodness knows what, but you can use that.
Cool. Nice.
Did mess around with the indicated airspeed, but to be honest, I took it off and just started sinking again because it's it's what I'm used to doing now, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. If it works, don't try and fix it, as I say.
Yeah. What have we got? So we're descending.
I'm down to 180 now.
Okay, I'm on the last leg now, so this leg will lead us into Heathrow Airport, so I'll get ready with the nav switch when we get to about 20 nautical miles out. You're obviously on your descent as well?
Yeah, I'm down to flight level 170 at the moment.
Okay, 21,000 at the moment.
Sailor in 3 miles. I should be at 160 at Sailor, which I'm going to be. And to Brasso, I've got to be down to flight level 110, speed 303.
Oh, there we are. It's going to be a bit of a delay, but I do have some ground symbology on now on that screen. I've not, to be honest, you took me by surprise there, Steve. Never played around with it. Last time I checked, it wasn't implemented, but it seems it is.
It seems it is now. Oh, that's good.
Can you see it? Maybe the stream's going to catch up, but you can see the...
Yeah, the screen's got to catch up.
You see the waypoints and airports below me now on the screen, which is good.
Yep, it's just come up now. Oh,
you got it?
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
And that's about as far as I'm going to go without researching more into it.
Yeah.
A bit of an air brake. Have you seen the air brake on this, Steve?
I haven't, no.
It's going to be a bit of a delay, but look at the back of the aircraft.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it opens up like that, right.
Yes, yes.
What's that military jet? There's a military jet that's got that, isn't there? Oh, what is it? Buccaneer, I think.
Oh, okay.
Buccaneers do that, open like that, yeah. There's a couple down, they've got a couple that they start up every now and then, do long taxis, like fast taxis, you know, just to keep them running, you know, they're not they can't fly them, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
I see some videos on YouTube of them occasionally where they'll do daily events where they can get people to go along and just watch them do fast taxis in all the old vintage fighters that are not airworthy but are still running. You know, it's pretty good. If you're into that thing. You know.
Yeah, and I found it quite fascinating on an airline, I've got to say. When I first saw it, I thought, wow.
Definitely. That's the first airline I've seen something like that one. Yeah. So the Concorde, that has reverse thrust.
Yes, it does, yeah.
It covers the nozzles, yeah, that's right. I've seen that. That's in the sim as well, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have flaps, Concorde, it just has the nose angle. Mike, yeah, no delay on YouTube, no, but there's going to be a delay from when I do something and when you see it. It's about 10 seconds or so. When on a long flight, I always end up pressing buttons I don't know. Yep, generally ends up with bad consequences. That's what I was trying to avoid, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I must learn more about the thrust management system. I know how to go to indicated airspeed on it, but there's a couple of other tricks you can do on that. But to be honest, it takes away the enjoyment of hand flying, you know.
That's true, yeah, that's true. So basically, the thrust management system is like an auto throttle, but not. It's not a complete auto throttle, I take it.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like to me, yeah.
Yeah, you still got to watch your throttle. Yeah, you can still overspeed and underspeed, yeah.
Yeah. Got you.
51 nautical miles out and passing through 14,000 feet at the moment.
48 nautical miles.
Okay, you're not too far ahead. I can see you right in front of me.
10,000. But this is where it gets busy when you get to 10,000 feet. Obviously, landing lights go on. You need to get your speed down to 250 knots in the UK.
Yep.
Landing lights on, seatbelt signs on, etc., etc.
Yeah, and I've got the Orbit. No, what's with UK 2000 Heathrow installed, and that's laggy. Can be
Is
laggy.
it? Right.
Yeah, it's a beautiful airport, but very laggy. Oh, it can be. So just be aware, chat.
Right,
Might lag a bit.
right.
Only for a couple of seconds, nothing too major. I'm going to tell the seats for landing. Switch the seatbelt sign back on. Not at 10,000 yet, so I'll leave that. Cabin secure, thank you. It's lovely sounds in the 146, I've got to say. Angels down, he had a 171 FPM landing rate, very nice. I had an 83 the other day in the 146, I don't think I'll get that again.
You must have floated that.
Yeah. No, I just got very lucky, I think. 83 FPM, but it was one bounce, apparently. So not perfect. I didn't feel the bounce, but it said I had a bounce.
Right.
But I was chatting to someone the other day on the live stream. They're saying 400 FPM is quite it's quite usual in an airliner. 3 to 400,
Yeah.
especially if you fly with Ryanair.
Yeah, they're very strict, aren't they? I think, if a pilot does over 250, I think they have them in the office, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Landing lights on, just passing through 10,000, 258 knots. Let me just stick out the speed brake again.
I'm slowing down to 220 now.
Right, I'll join you on that. Gets the flaps stage one, I think. Flaps 18.
Down to my transition altitude. What is my transition altitude? I didn't look that up. Totally forgot about that. 6,000 is transition.
Lessen my
That's when I
rate
need
of
to set
descent.
this Q&H from standard to normal.
You're doing everything by the book, Steve.
Yes.
You're showing me up. No, don't we? Wind 220 knots. No, don't. We all have our ways of doing this. I mean, I do try and do it properly sometimes, but I just more concentrate on getting up and down.
You're enjoying yourself.
That's it. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Especially in this 146. Take your eye off it, you've had it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you've got a lot more processes to do in the 146 than I have in an A320, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's a good excuse, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more to concentrate on. All I've got to concentrate on is making sure my speed is right at the constraint I'm at and the altitude. That's pretty much it. The rest the autopilot does for me.
How are the rest of you guys doing? Rosen and Susie? I don't see Susie, I can see Rosen. Did you get down, Susie? So many names around now, it's difficult to say. Oh no, I can see
Sun's
Susie.
just setting as well.
Yeah. I'm a bit earlier
Beautiful.
than you. I can see Susie to my right and Rosen is just ahead there. With yourself, Steve.
Cool.
So 238, 239 speed, that's fine. And 4,000, 6,000 feet. I've set my, well, I've set mine to 3,000 feet, my intercept altitude.
Cool. My next waypoint is LAN land. So I'm heading 4 miles from there.
Okay, did you put in a star?
I did, yeah.
Ah, okay, I'm going straight from Logan on this.
Cool.
But soon I'll switch it over to nav and pick up the ILS, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, the multi-panel and radio panel are really brilliant with airliners, aren't they? I use them a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
You're on descent slowly, yeah, I can see you, Susie, yeah. On water. Oh. Had a 25 FPM in the Cessna 170, well, go on mate, that's a little bit easier. But well done, 25 is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So guys, you want to know more about the VA, I've got video up and Steve linked a video earlier in the chat, but I'll link a video after this video's finished. It's a fabulous VA to fly for. I'm getting some wages for this, which is great. There we go, so I've got the localizer up, so I can go into heading mode now. Follow that round. I'm going to try and get myself into flaps 1 position now. 23 nautical miles out, my stage 1 flaps 18s. Flaps 18 in the 146.
Right.
There's London ahead of us. Lovely views, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get a call out from the pilot saying flaps 18's okay. Hopefully.
Speed checks below 205.
There we go.
Select flaps 18.
Thank you. And you can really hear it's palpable in the 146 when those flaps kick in. My goodness.
Right. Right. Set that to Q&H. It's done. Punch. 017. Set that to 17.
Localize on armed, and it'll lock on in a second. Nice easy runway this, chaps. Heathrow, you shouldn't be able to mess this up, even me. So there we go, look, Hoddesdon International to my left. Oh, what a sight. It's a joke we have in a Discord, Steve, Hoddesdon International, because I'm always flying in and out of it.
Right. I'm just about to overfly the London Eye. Just turning right now.
Okay. There's the O2, of course, and the city. What a sight. What a reward for flying into London.
Yeah, definitely. It's flying directly over Buckingham Palace.
Nice.
Oh, wow. There's runway 2 left. It's in front. 27 left.
27, yeah. 17 nautical miles out still, so a bit of a distance, but we'll get there.
Next stop, it's some flaps. There we go.
Oh, Susie just had a crash to desktop there, so we'll land
Oh,
weird.
no.
Oh no, right at the end of the flight too, Susie. Terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike's saying he loves his Xbox and Microsoft Flight Sim, but jealous of PC users and the VAT Sim. Yeah.
Definitely.
It is good to have the options to use that.
Yeah, definitely. Is there lots of control that are compatible for Xbox with Flight Simulator though? I don't know. I've looked into obviously because I've not got one.
Sorry,
I suppose there is, isn't there?
say again, Steve?
The controllers that you can get from PC, are they compatible for Xbox as well?
Some of them are. The XPC yoke is from Honeycomb and the Bravo now.
Yeah, that's good. That's clever.
Holtas 1, Velocity 1, flight stick and yoke is compatible. And the Airbus.
Oh, excellent.
The Airbus, both the
right.
yoke and the
TCA?
Yeah, TCA, yeah. I believe. I know the yoke is, but I believe the TCA is as well. Rosing can confirm that, but I
That's
believe
cool.
it is.
Oh, that's good.
So I've got localizer captured, so it's bringing me in for on the localizer approach now. I just need the glide slope to start coming down. I'll put my gear down
You
now.
can't see people if you, on the PC version. You can't see people on the in-sim PC version if they're using Xbox.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we do it all the time.
You
Yeah,
can now. Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah. When we do live streams, we
Oh,
can see
that's
Xbox simmers with us.
Oh, cool. That's good. They've made it sort of cross-platform. In
Yeah.
that sense. That's brilliant. Right,
Yep.
flaps full.
So there we go. Gear down. Glide slope's coming down. I'll glide slope armed. Should capture it. I'll go to flaps full gradually myself now.
Slides are on. Yep.
Got to watch because it will disconnect from autopilot if I slow down too much.
License alive. 1.0.
Lovely, thank you. And this is the part you can't really sit back. You still got to watch that bloody throttle on this.
Yeah, definitely.
So bringing back the throttle slightly as we descend on the glide slope. Susie, I hope you managed. Did you actually crash completely to desktop? That's not good.
Such a shame when that happens, especially when it's right at the end of the flight as well. It's
She was right over London. Yeah, she's on the Series S. Yeah.
right.
So you've been seeing her all flights, but all the flights, but she's on the Series S.
Yeah. Sure.
Autopilot did a funny nose up there, establishing, but I've got it, I believe.
2500.
2 miles to go.
Yeah, 7 miles.
500 feet.
Competition time, guys. Who can get the best FPM? Now we got Angel with. Why not? Don't think it'll be me. We got Angel there with 2. What was it? Angel 171. That's difficult to beat already.
Yeah.
So nice long runway. I'm not too worried about this. About 140 knots, 49 knots. I need to slow down a little bit, but I'll put the air brakes out over the runway. The spoilers, and we'll slow down.
Up down.
Nice.
275 high landing rate.
I'm really going to try for this one. So Suze, I still see you behind me, but you might just be... I'm not sure.
Runway vacated.
Right. That's one of those flaming F-18s again. I don't mind, I usually get a couple of them during the live streams. People come and guide me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1000 call out. Keep the autopilot on till I'm a little bit nearer. I'm following the glide slope nicely. Bring back that throttle. always go into a zen moment when I'm landing. It's great. Yeah, a little bit high on that. Right, disconnect the autopilot. It wasn't following the glide slope the way I liked it.
Glide slope.
Yeah, I know. Blame the autopilot. Air brake. Out. Bring back that throttle. And let's see what we can do.
Deep. 14. 13. 20. 10.
Oh, 374, what on earth? No, I'm not having that.
Yellow wings, boys. 80 knots.
Oh, well.
60 knots.
I did actually let it drop, to be fair, but never mind. I never win competitions. What we're going to do here, chaps, is just
What
park
does
up.
it say in compass to your landing rate?
Sorry, say again?
Have a look in compass,
Oh.
see what it says in the landing
Yeah, I
rate
will
for that.
do.
'Cause I bet it's different. It'll be a lot lower in compass, I bet you. It has a different detection in compass than
Landed.
that landing rate monitor has. It's normally a lot lower in compass.
What does it say? That's... Oh, landing rate, yeah, 191.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think they've got the landing rate, that landing rate thing on Flow Pro right yet.
Oh, okay.
It measures the right. I don't know how that measures it, but I'm always getting a bigger landing rate in that than I am in compass. So in the end, you beat me if you used to go by compass landing.
Oh, there you go, that makes me feel better.
I'm at 275.
Let's get my air brake in. Just looking around in external view to see if I can see you, Steve. I don't. I saw Rosen though moments ago. Rosen a moment ago.
Yeah, I can't see anyone again now.
In that case, I'll just park up at a given gate, I think.
Yeah.
So there you go, chaps. What this video is all about, if you just joined us now, it's just a virtual airline flight. Steve is from the virtual virtual airline that I'm a part of. I did a video about it a while ago. The idea is that I'll either live stream these flights when I do them, or put them on Twitch. And if I put them on Twitch, they'll be on my Alts channel afterwards. It's Huddison Modern and Retro channel. It's just a good way to maintain the VA flying, basically. I'll park up over here.
Definitely.
Let's get inside the aircraft. That'll do nicely. I guess you're shutting down manually. I'm just going to go cold and dark just for...
Yeah. Yeah, I've done all my shutdown now.
And then I'm going to submit the pirate. That's gone through. There we go. So thanks very much, Steve. That was great. And thanks for telling us more about the VA.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Chaps on PC, follow that up if you want a good virtual airline. You're not going to find much better out there. And like I said, I'll put the video that I did about the virtual airline down in the description once this video is finished. So thanks for joining me, chaps, and thanks for those who have joined me in the air and on YouTube. And I'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys.